Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 9 Kindred Blood. I'm your host, as always, Virenity Void, and this here is Part 11. And instead of going over a recap of what happened in Part 10, I'm going to take up what a few people have wanted me to do in previous parts, and go over a couple of the national ideas of the leading nations, or the bigger nations, or at least the ones that are still around, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take the time to go over the third and fourth national ideas of Free Smart, and maybe one other. We'll see. So the third one, oh no, I already read this one, so we'll do the fourth and fifth, because I read the third one of Free Smart before. Free Smart's succession. Pencil, being the de facto leader of the Alliance, was the one who sparked its secession from the Bossy Bot's rule. Unwilling to be restrained against their will by anyone, they formed the new team of Free Smart. Ruby and Sugar. When Ruby eats sugar, which she does more often than any other contestant, she becomes hyperactive, like when she knocked over the trash compactor in Catch These Hands. This gives them some shock damage, so apparently being hyperactive gives more shock damage. Duly noted. And we will do, since we have not seen Imman Sorks, let's do the third and fourth national ideas. I don't remember what Kravens told me about the spelling connotations or whatever about Imman Sorks' language, so I'm going to try this as best I can. Masfan, the seat of the throne, is a city that's been acting... oh god, something got caught in my throat. Been acting as Imansashi's core and beating heart since the 60s AH, as the capital of the Old Kingdom as well as the current New. Much of its prestige stems from its ancient patrician clans, descendants of Agastans of the First Empire, fleeing its collapse due westwards. Its imperial past and the proximity to First City has lent it a leg up in the matters of prestige, and its location in what once constituted Inner Okradia only exacerbates this effect. Amasfan as a name rings bells of ancientness and golden eras long gone all throughout the wider Okradian world, and Imansaj by association is revered as well. And then the fourth one, south of the clans. The Horse Lord clans, much like any other of our people, are a group whose population grows, all the while rendered increasingly constrained by the confines of their unchanging ancestral homes. Not only does it hinder the development of the countryside and of their population, but also leads to heightened strife among the clans, who feud over dwindling unclaimed pastures to support their lifestyles. In a move taken from the Ale Corkser book, however, we have come up with quite the ingenious yet simple solution to this matter. Relocate some of the clans, spread them just a bit thinner across our expanding empire. It would help pacify unruly regions by bringing in heaps and bounds of people loyal to the crown, and it would give the Horse Lords the space and resources they need to expand and thrive on their own. I will read some more in part 13, but for now, let's get it on. 1672, we're heading toward the 1690s. Let's actually take a look at the wars right now. Ale Corkser, yep, they're trying to invade Mogadishu. Alvern is subjugating Achaia, and Baghdad is going after the papacy for that land in Georgia. Livonian Order taking over Muscovy. Li Yue is going after Yayoi in Southeast Asia. Mexico is going after Danzig's possessions in the northeast of North America. And Su is going after Ryukyu. I have to imagine, though, Ale Corks is probably not going to get through to Mogadishu. That's just my guess. Chokwi is looking like it might win against Mukwa, but that's a big army Mukwa has, and Chokwi goes down. There was no hope for Chokwi there because they are one military tech behind. and Aelcorks doesn't really have a fleet to deal with Mogadishu. Mogadishu has their own fleet, and it's not that good, not that big, but it's something. That's what she said. I had to just insert that joke. And the Livonian Order is getting invaded, just like Baghdad. I mean, the Livonian Order is allied to the papacy, and well, Baghdad wants that land, and so the Livonian Order is gonna feel Baghdad's wrath. Yep. It's just how it is, man. It's just how it is. I'm surprised Saleh has not collapsed yet, but I mean that's neither here nor there, I guess. The Numerids are still allied with Songhai. The Lost Legion isn't allied with anyone, and neither is Peru. America turned Mexico is doing fantastic. I don't know, where is this for? Oh, Panama land. Oh, it's down here. Okay. I thought Danzig was only doing like the northeast of North America up here. But I was wrong. And hey, Piscataway is thinking, I want to go in on the United States. So it's the United States and the West Indies, or Fontaine turned West Indies, going against Piscataway, as well as Cuba. So, Piscataway, Cuba, West Indies, United States. The mainland is really just going to be Piscataway, because the United States just does not have the quantity to take on Piscataway. That's just a plain fact. I don't think Fontaine really has the navy to outright stop Cuba from landing troops, which means there's just more pressure on the United States. And because there's more pressure on the United States, it's just gonna be really, really bad going forward. Oh boy. Actually, are those my national ideas? I think those are mine. Religion is a test subject. I think these are mine. Okay. I think they are. Oh, the United States has already taken on loans. Well, shit. I like that, you know, they're trying. Their military is not as disciplined and does not have the morale of Cuba, but they're trying. It's a valiant effort, but it's all for nothing because Piscataway is going to win that. And the Livonian Order is facing a huge peasant revolt. That is sizable, 44k. Baghdad is really stirring the population of the Livonian Order. And let's see, Aelcorks. Sheda is, yeah, they're clean. They're cleaning Aelcorks' just possessions in across East Asia. I have to imagine though, none of this is really Aelcorks. It's just No, I was wrong. Aelcorks has some land over here, and Shannara has land over here. I mean, well, Shannara's all over the place, as we know. Su still has not taken Ryukyu, even though like they have 51 ships. That's amazing, but no, they only have 23 ships. I don't really think they're gonna go after Ryukyu, if I'm honest. If I am completely honest. Yemen's still allied with Baghdad. Kemet is about to be KO'd. Like, I'll submit Kemet next campaign. God damn it! I'm gonna have one of these campaigns where she does all right and she doesn't just fucking flunk out. Jesus Christ. Mzab is getting taken over by Alvern. Imam Bahayu Watasid cannot hold his ground. Samnium is allied to Iman Sorks in Subres with Kemet and Team No Name. Shocked that Team No Name is still going strong, or not even strong, just clinging on to life. The Flanders Realm. Yep, they're still... They have 33.5% Liberty Desire. So if for some reason they get just a touch over 50%, I have to imagine like maybe Free Smart will support the independence of the Flanders Realm again. But I could be wrong. I don't know. As it is, Alvern is supporting the independence of Acadia, or Acadia, however you want to say it. So that could happen. Mexico took over the Panama region. Fontaine is actually extending their control into the mainland. What else? Japan is going after Ryukyu. Naxos, the one that's in the north of the Adriatic, still going after Achaia. The Numerids are going after Achaia for some reason. Well, actually, is Achaia in the New World? No, I don't think they are. Right? No, they are. That is Achaean land. I completely overlooked that. And Sheta is going after Aelcorks still. Aelcorks just spread itself too thin. Just a little too thin. Now, I don't think the Livonian Order conceded to the rebels, but, I mean, they have no manpower. Their army is in shambles. They took land off Muscovy, right? Yes, they did. They took quite a bit. It's not well-developed land at all, but, you know, it's there. Muscovy, Trebizond. Actually, shit, I forgot to check that. The Steam apps, workshop. Where is it at? Okay, that's. I'm getting good signs from this. Like it didn't. I don't think it updated. 21,526. There we go. Cool. Doja Shattered Europa did not update. Then we'll go back. All right. Jesus Christ, there's only more wars. What the hell? Okay, well, I mean, this one was obvious. Wanakama and the Lost Legion are going at it again. And oh, shit. Don't want to fuck up my keyboard. They have about the same number of troops, but Wanakama does have have the better military technology by 2. So I have to imagine the Lost Legion is gonna be on the back foot for this entire war. And the United States is almost conceded. Almost. Nova Germania by Danzig. I mean, not Danzig, by Bremen. You're just on hold. Mexico is gonna annex you really quick. Oh, we have Cuban separatists over here in the islands. There it is. Piscataway has annexed a healthy chunk of American land. That is very unpatriotic. So can we take out Piscataway? Can someone take them out? Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. We don't have any true patriots in here that will take out what's it called? That will take out Piscataway Kanoi. What is this? So even though Li Yue didn't do much against Yayoi, Liang is going to do a hell of a lot to Li Yue. Have to imagine this might be... This is going to be the end of Li Yue in mainland China. Now, whether or not they're going to get fully annexed, I don't know, but it's a distinct possibility. It is a distinct possibility. Baghdad, you're still going strong. Bosporus? What? For Bosporan. But like, okay, I'm just curious, like, what is that tag? I have no idea what that is. I think that's a new tag brought in from Doge's Shattered Europa. I guess we can take a look at Australia, because we got a lot of revolts in Australia. Elcorxer Australia is succumbing to peasants. They're racked with peasant revolts, and Free Smart is their land is going to defect over to Elcorxer Australia. Yan, you're still a tributary. Karadel, allied with Bukhara and Altai. Altai hates Bukhara. Bukhara still allied with Karadel and Delhi. Second Songhai coast invasion against Nupe, and Nupe is allied with no one. I thought they were allied with Saleh, and Saleh was invading from the north, but no, Saleh is not allied with anyone. Fez, you're not allied with anyone. And Kabila is allied with Iman Sorks, so Iman Sorks is at war with Alvern. Iman Sorks, why are you on the wrong end of Alvern's spear? That's my question. Why? Vinland is only allied with Zapadoslavia, but that's a good alliance. Zapadoslavia is not bad. They are a pretty healthy ally. They can't go toe-to-toe with Mondstadt or Alvern, but they can do something. And Zapadoslavia is allied with Free Smart. Free Smart can do something. Takra can't really do anything, and Elcorx can't really do anything. As hard as that is for me to say, it is the truth. I mean, if Iman Sorks' mainland gets annexed, they can always go to the New World. They'll concede to peasants, obviously. But, I mean, hey. When has conceding to peasants ever led to bad things? Am I right? Am I right? Well, we have Papal Venezuela, or Venezuela, which is interesting. This is Venezuela of Aquitanian culture. Aquitanian, however you want to say it. And yeah, the Lost Legion is getting just destroyed. This is what being behind on military tech gets you. And, well, just being scattered. Like, Wanakama, turned Peru, is just fucking shit up at this point. The Lost Legion doesn't really have much to throw at them. And even if they win a battle, it's like, you gotta unsiege so much land. It's not even. The capital at Portes Claudii, or Claudii? It might come under threat soon. Wanakama might be marching on the port. Makwa and Kitara are dividing more Chokwe land between them. And there's some good trade goods over here. There's quite a few gold provinces actually. Like, not gonna joke about that. That's a healthy amount of gold provinces. What else do we got? We got some lead over here. We've got some. It's got some iron too. That's good. What else do we got? I don't think we have any silver mines over here. Nope, I don't see any silver mines. But still, like, this amount of gold mines it's nothing to scoff at. Kitara has 3, Chokwe has 1, Makwa has 3. Those are some lucrative things. Okay, we got a lot of movement. Let's take a fine look here. Baghdad is going after Karadel and Delhi. Wait, what? No, Bukhara, Karadel, and Delhi. And I don't really think that Bukhara can hold off two fronts. Altai in the northeast and Baghdad in the west. That's GG. Delhi can't do shit, and Bukhara is hung out to dry. What else do we have here? Great Shu and Liang are trying to finish off Yayoi, or at least kick Yayoi out of Southeast Asia. Kalahandi taking more of Ailkork's land. Piscataway is going after Bremen. Shanara is going after Ayutthaya and Ava. Ayutthaya and Ava, really? We're finishing off Ayutthaya, Shanara? Is that it? Or at least trying to inflict more damage. Whatever it is, Shanaran, what's it called? Shanaran hegemony over Southeast Asia is going to increase. In fact, let's read their... oh, wait a minute. Oh, court and country. It's not that bad. Let's read their third and fourth national idea. I think I promised I would. Vaiterkian in investment. Our position closest to Iwadian merchants and having good natural harbors makes Shanara promising to Iwadian tycoons. Let them invest their money into our ports and watch the cities prosper. The lessons of the final emperor. What caused Shagan to splinter? The aristocrats each coronated a different sibling to govern each part of the island, bringing Shagan to ruin. To ensure that we learn from history, never again shall anyone overpower the king again. All estates influence modifier minus 10%, so their estates, Shanara's estates, are actually not that influential, which more likely than not is a good thing. You don't want to ever risk your nation succumbing to the estate disaster, or an estate disaster for that matter. Alvern, did you subjugate anyone? No, you just waged war on them just for the fuck of it. Alvern is going after Rhodes for some reason. I guess consolidate your land in the Aegean Sea. Sure. Kalahandi. Yeah, Shanara is going hard. Oh no, is Shanara allied with... yes, that's why. Sumeru is allied with Shanara, and they are taking out Ava. So, as much as Ava can, like, hold their ground with 38k, when Sumeru is invading you with, like, 60k, you're not standing up to that. You're just not. And then Shanara is, like, invading from the south with more than 50,000, just... count yourself out. Theanata is still alive, and they have allied Great Shu. I am very curious when Liang and Great Shu are going to go against each other, because I have a feeling at some point they will. And when that happens, it's not going to be pretty. Great Shu is going to lose, unless their allies come in clutch. Makwa actually has quite a few rebels. Those particulars are no joke, but they have a great ruler. A 656 at the age of 15? I mean, sure, he's greedy, but he's good. The stats are great. Wanakama won this war against the Lost Legion, and damn, the Lost Legion is relegated to the east coast of South America. Nupe also has some land down here in South America, so should they get annexed, they can exile themselves to South America. Joloff got completely annexed, though, so there's no hope for them. There's nothing left. I'm just curious, California, how? Yeah, you got loans, that's why. That's why you can't do anything. Understandable. And then what we got? Samnite Separatists and Free Smart. That's not gonna stand. You know it's not gonna stand. And what is this? Okay, so they're still with Alvern. Bremen, the West Slavic Bremian imperialist war. So Zapadoslavia is looking to expand its influence northwest. Oh sure, Bukhara, you tried, but it's not enough. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Even Yemen is going into Delhi and sieging their land. It's brutal. Baghdad is just too powerful. Far too powerful. Actually, let me take a look at this. Alright, I just have to check something off screen. Free Smart coast invasion against the Congo. Free Smart, what would you want here in the Congo? Is it the trade goods? Is it the slave trade? Are you trying to get into the slave market? Free Smart? Is that it? What else? What else? Noble rebels are looking to break down Insubres. Peasants rising up in Yemen. Kalahandi has been breaking down the satraps. And Bukhara is just left to die. Kalahandi took over the rest of Ailkorx's land in India, so none of that is happening anymore. Oh, Shanara even took over Ailkorx's land over here in Southeast Asia. Really? That was a quick war then, because like I really thought that it would be a longer, like more drawn out war, but I guess not. Ailkorx just can't catch a break. Literally, the Japanese crusade against Ailkorx. I mean, Japan is Confucian, so. And Ailkorx does have some Korean land that's very valuable. Oh, I gotta stretch. Fucking knees popping. And is Ayutthaya gone? Ayutthaya is completely annexed. Shanara still showing it has what it takes to dominate Southeast Asia. And alongside that, Sumeru got some nice land. Some very nice land. Good shit. Zapadoslavia expanded a little bit westward, taking some land from Bremen. There's really no, no huge wars right now. No. It's really just smaller wars around the world to consolidate land. And Free Smart is actually they dedicated 50k down here, and Congo cannot do a thing. Neither can Chokwi. Free Smart just devoured them. Oh my god. What the hell? Like, I blinked and the army was gone. Dear lords. Yeah, rest in peace, Congo. It was nice knowing you. Like, obviously, I don't think Congo's gonna get fully annexed from this war, but they're going to be a shadow of their former selves. That's for sure. Baghdad is going after Kemet. Oh, my child being murdered. I'll raise them from the dead next campaign, though. Don't you fucking worry. I'll perform some necromancy. You know, the Lich King, maybe he's right. He's got some interesting ideas, you know? I'll look into them. The West Slavs are going after the Samnium again, and Samnium does not have any allies because Imansorx has abandoned them. Mexico is going after Imansorx's land here in South America, so there's going to be no there's going to be no place of exile in South America left for Imansorx. The Numerids actually did conquer Achaea's land here in South America. Now let's let this for the Numerids to conquer Germian, which they might. They very well might. Naxos, are you in? Yeah, Naxos is the capital here too. The Numerids could go after them as well. It's actually very weird. Like, the Numerids are finding some serious success here in South America for what happened to them in the Middle East. Their air is terrible, but I mean, shit. Good on you. Clap, clap, clap for performing a successful exile. And Free Smart is completely just in control of this little region in West Africa. The satraps. So Free Smart is going after the satraps. I have to imagine the satraps are going to fucking collapse from this, as in get fully annexed. Free Smart doesn't mess around with these overseas invasions, from what I have seen. They don't mess around in the slightest. And Free Smart is getting a huge share of the eastern steppe. Like the North Caspian, Northeast Black Sea area? Like that I'm just saying, it's like, that's a lot of Free Smarter pink over here. Kabila is also allied to Imansorks. Alvern conquest of Caesarea in America. That's really a province? Really? I didn't know that was a province, but you go, Alvern. Try and take on the Lost Legion. Wanakama has softened them up for you. The Numerids are at war with the papacy. And then Takra is going after the Numerids as well. It looks like I spoke too soon with them performing a successful exile. I did not want that to happen. Shu is still going after Yayoi. Zapatoslavia. But wait, what? Okay, looks like we have a fairly big fucking war. Baghdad is straight up just going after Alvern and the Flanders realm. So the Baghdad, with their roughly about 100,000 troops, think they can take on Alvern when Alvern is distracted with South American politics. And it should be noted, the Flanders realm is getting up there with their liberty desire. A second independence war could be on the horizon, folks. And the Numerid power might very well be cresting, and we may be seeing a downward slide if Baghdad truly loses this war. Now, I mean, obviously, Baghdad has a lot of manpower to rely on, and they can rebuild after the war, but this is Alvern and the Flanders realm pretty much doing a show of force if Baghdad just can't get anyone on their side. They have Free Smart, but Free Smart's not in this war. Free Smart is doing their own thing. Free Smart is over here, trying to conquer the satraps. And Free Smart conquered part of the Congo. I have to imagine Free Smart is going to want to go over here and not help Baghdad at all. And the Samnium is so close to death. They are knocking on death's door. Mzab is going after Saleh, and it seems like Saleh is gonna firmly lose this land. Baghdad, you need to rout Alvern. They're invading your land. So let's take a look. Alvern has way less discipline, way less morale, and way less tactics. Is that because of a tech difference? It is not. Alvern's corruption's actually going up. That's a lot of... What's up with your admin tech? Alvern? Queen Jean II de la Tour? 166? But yeah, it's the Flanders realm might they might have to pull some weight here They are still technically loyal, and they're making a ruckus in the eastern part of Baghdad's empire. 3 powers are going after Elcorx's land: Vinland, Zapadoslavia, and Yemen. The Numerids are losing to the papacy, and Great Shu is winning against Yayoi. Shanada is going after Ryukyu, which, I mean, Shanada with their naval power could actually win that. Altai is going after Karadel. That's a big war in the steppe. Hold up here. Hold up. Altai has no manpower. They're on the same tech level, but Altai has way, way more troops. Karadel took a loss over here. So I have to imagine that Karadel just can't match up to Altai. Force march, going around. These are big provinces. They take a long time to travel through. And the Flanders realm was sent back from the eastern parts of Baghdad's empire. And Baghdad, seemingly, they know how much they can push this war and how much they can push Alvern around. So they're dedicating more and more to Anatolia. Alvern has a stray army sieging down Arica, but it's not going to do much. They need 22,000 to siege that down. Baghdad is just going to crush this right away. That has to be a stack wipe. It is not a stack wipe. Interesting. Interesting. So the Flanders realm is now dedicating to Anatolia, as is Alvern. Yep. It is a brutal fight to the end. As much as Baghdad has an advantage with their quality, they're taking a -2 penalty for their rolls. It's not going to be easy. And Baghdad retreats. Okay, maybe this invasion into Anatolia is checked. What isn't checked, though, is Altai's invasion into Karadel. Karadel has a little over half of the force limit, or not force limit, but the standing troops that Altai has. They have to take smart battles. 4651 versus 2643. It's a little rough. What is his war goal for? Irkutsk, which is right here. Let's take a look at the quality comparison just real quick. Karadel has way more discipline, less morale, and more tactics. So Altai really has to leverage their numbers advantage. Otherwise, that's going to happen. Karadel's going to win these battles over time and eventually start pushing the tide in their favor. And Altai is not going to be able to keep up with troop advantage. I thought Altai had that in the bag at first, but no, they don't. And Baghdad, they're still trying for Anatolia. They stack wiped an Alvernois army in Anatolia. The Flanders realm, they have no manpower. Alvern still has manpower, but it's a long way to send troops from here in France all the way over to the east. That's one thing I did say about Alvern having the personal union over the Flanders realm. It's not going to be easy to focus on both the west and the east. And Baghdad, their center of power is literally in the Middle East. There's easy access from Mesopotamia all the way into Anatolia. It is not hard. War score is dead even between Karadel and Altai. But it's slowly looking like Altai might be in trouble. Things are looking a little shaky up in the steppe. Baghdad, and the war score is pretty much dead even between Baghdad and Alvern. So I'm not really sure if there's really going to be any progress made. It's shaping up to be a big battle, maybe? Yes. Over the war goal at that. And Baghdad wins again. They're going to occupy the war goal, taking war score in favor of Baghdad. Let's see the other wars. Any other big wars? Doesn't look like it. The Numerids lost to the papacy. They're losing to Naxos. The Numerids may be annexed. And, what's it called? America turned Mexico is going after 5837 turned Cascadia, and it doesn't look like Cascadia can really do much. They have a mere shell or a mere husk of what what's it called? Of what America has. Mogadishu, are you landlocked? No, you're not. Okay, I was gonna say like their full name is right here. It's not like Mogadishu, Upper Madagascar or anything. It's just a little weird. And the Satraps did lose. Free Smart did come over, kick their ass, and take their name. It is only a matter of time before the Satraps are dead. Japan, why aren't you invading Ryukyu? You can do this. Actually, Ryukyu has some pretty cool fucking shield, I gotta say. I think we'll go to 1696 or 1697. We'll see. But these are some decisive wars going on. Altai is building up their numbers again, but they have to always remember Citadel is a beast in these fights. That discipline and tactics are no joke. It shreds troops. And when you have no manpower to rely on, you can't afford to lose costly battles. Trebizond is actually allied to Muscovy, and probably a good alliance, I would say. Aelcorks is also dealing with Fezian separatists down here. The Maghreb! Oh, the Maghreb is independent! Interesting stuff. And Morocco was independent as well. This is awkward. So, you come here often, Maghreb and Morocco? Anyways, Baghdad's manpower is spent. The Flanders realm's manpower is spent. Alverne still perfectly fine on manpower. But Alverne isn't dedicating enough troops. And there it is, there's peace. So Baghdad only took one province. The war is technically won for Baghdad, but I have to say that didn't look nearly as decisive as it might have looked from the outset, because the Flanders realm really pulled their weight. They dedicated all of their troops, and it was a more or less successful defense. If Alverne dedicated everything, if like they had a land bridge or something, or land provinces connecting over to the east, the war might have gone way differently. But for now, at least, only one province taken in Anatolia from Alverne. They're not invincible, but they are still very strong. Citadel and Altai, I think White pieced out. Irkutsk wasn't taken, and I don't see any other provinces that were taken. So these two are very much a match for each other, even if on the surface, on the paper, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's see what else we got. The Numerids are retreating more into the Amazon. Naxos won that war. And just Cascadia is getting invaded. Shoo, if you don't finish that war, I'm gonna have to white piece it out. When was it started? 10 years? 1682? Yes. You need a white piece. Another bug solved. Ooh, Alverne is seeking to go after Wanakama. That's interesting. The premier South American power has a war declared on them. Like, that's okay. Didn't expect that, if I'm quite honest, but okay. What is this? Acadia. Piscataway Kanoi is going after Acadia. But I have to imagine that no, Free Smart hasn't joined in. The rebellious colony is gonna eat shit. And Piscataway is gonna grow even stronger. Mosavite separatists. I think it's only a matter of time before Aelcorks collapses to rebels. Acceptance for Cathar. And then, yeah. Therefore, okay. No, yeah, they're gonna defect in about 2 years. Soon enough. Ale corks. You gotta do something, brother. Oh boy. Alright, we'll do September of this year. One more month, one more. Man, I gotta say, like this big of a name in Southeast Asia, you gotta at least be proud of that. Nice big Shannara. And then Great Shu, Liang. Alright, I think we are good to sign off. Lots of interesting wars happening. Like, we already knew Bukhara wasn't going to be able to withstand any war. Free Smart is actually doing what Alecorks wanted to do, and being an overseas colonial empire that has actually sizable chunks in various regions. South America is still is not as colorful as ever, but it's still got quite a few colors. Takra, Numerids, Team No Name, Colombia, as well as Papal Venezuela. Also the Lost Legion looking to, it's looking down the slope, while Wanakama is actively fighting off Alverne. And then, you know, Mexico fucking up Cascadia. Piscataway Canoy getting ever stronger by going after Acadia. And Fontaine and Cuba looking at just staring each other down. So I think that's going to be it for now. Let's go ahead and take a look at those standings. In first place is Free Smart. In second place is Alverne. In third place is Mondstadt. In fourth place is America turned Mexico. In fifth place is Zapadoslavia. In sixth place is Baghdad. In seventh place is Liang. In eighth place is Wanakama turned Peru. In ninth place is Shannara. In 10th place is Great Shu. In 11th place is Shera. And in 12th place is Fontaine turned West Indies. That'll do it for part 11. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in part 12.